Hello and welcome back to B.VirtueLLC.com. Today I'm going to tell you guys the basics and what you need to know in order to get your STR up and running. The first thing is title. You want to give your listing a catchy title. You want a title that's going to grab the viewer's attention. You also want to include something in your title that can describe your listing. The second thing is interior design. You want to keep the interior of the listing as simple as possible. You want it to be clean, classy, fresh, and simple. I know that we all want to add a little piece of ourselves as we're decorating, but it's very important for us to separate ourselves from what it is that we're doing. We're here to provide a service. So we want to keep things simple. Similar to when we go to a hotel, and the first thing that we do when we open our hotel room, we look at our bed sheets. We see that the bed sheets are white, they're clean, and we jump on the bed. The same thing applies for our guests. They want to be able to see and know that the sheets are clean. So you want to keep light colored linens on the bed. If you do want to play around with colors and designs, the best places for you to do that is either the kitchen or the living room. As for storage, you want to have some type of storage for your guests because nobody wants to live out of a suitcase, okay? You can have a clothing rack, a closet, or just a simple dresser drawer where they can put and store their belongings. Next is cleanliness. I cannot stress cleanliness enough when it comes to properties. Like, people are very finicky when it comes to things being clean, especially with the whole COVID-19 stuff going around. People want to be in a clean place. So it's very important that you deep clean your unit at least twice a month and find a very good cleaner. I have to tell you guys that finding a cleaner is the hardest thing ever. Like, I went through about 3 to 4 cleaners when I first started listing the property because a lot of cleaners, they want to get paid, they want the money, but they're not willing to do the right job. They're not willing to grow with the company, which is a problem, you know. Cleaners need to pay attention because they are the eyes and the ears for hosts, because a lot of hosts may not live in the same state as their unit, you know. So the cleaners is who the hosts depend on to let them know exactly what's going on, you know, how clean the unit is, if something is missing, if they need to restock inventory. So you want to take the time to find a good cleaner. It's going to take you some time, but do it. Find that cleaner. When you find that cleaner, you stick to them. Next is safety. You want to make sure that your unit is located in a safe neighborhood, in a safe environment, because nobody wants to get robbed, nobody wants to get killed, God forbid. So before you put that listing up, make sure it's in a neighborhood that is safe. Make sure inside the unit is safe, because you don't want anything that's going to cause a lawsuit or a liability on your end in the future. Next is amenities. We want to have as much amenities as possible. The more amenities you have, the better. The one main amenity that I recommend that everybody should have, because we are in 2021, is Wi-Fi. Everybody needs Wi-Fi, whether it's to connect their phone, connect their laptop, watch movies, Netflix, work, whatever, you need Wi-Fi. In 2021, there's no reason why a STR unit should not have Wi-Fi, okay? Next is location. You want to have a location that is popping, a location that is busy, a location that has a lot of people, bars, restaurant, and just things for people to do and see. This will get your STR booked all the time. Lastly is price. Price is so important because we just can't go ahead and price our listing the way we want to price it. We have to pay attention to the market and see what the market calls for. You want to study other listings that are similar to yours, and you want to price accordingly. You don't want to price too low because we're all in business to make money, right? So what's the purpose of letting money walk out the door? And we don't want to price too high because we don't want our listing to just be sitting there. We want to get booked as much as possible. Another thing is that you don't want to have a location that is far for anybody to, you know, really get to. You might have bookings, but you're not going to really be busy as you want to be. If you really want to do this thing full time and you really want to make some money out of this thing, it's very important to follow these basic rules. The title, the interior design, the safety, amenity, location, and price. Those are the things that's going to bring in a constant flow of money, clientele, and booking.